Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video, and let's dive in here and take a look. So on the Qs, we did finally, after about a week and a half of consolidating at the snow line, with the power of a squeeze, we popped up through that snow line today in a pretty big way. Not quite that 1% move, which I would call conviction, but certainly a very, very, very steady runner. And you can see that we've got the weeklies as well. We did manage to catch a really nice move here on Tesla. You can see I'm trying to draw the channel on that. This thing has just been insanity. It was very, very difficult to justify holding on to a position longer than today. So we took profits on this one. This was a nice 100% gain. We did this one in the room and in the class last week. And just a very, very clean trade. Really didn't give us any grief. That's always fun. Another one that I like, a lot of people were asking me today about Alta. I said, gosh, is this, I was talking about it in the room and just said, look, we got a weekly squeeze here, and the daily squeeze is just fired. And I know we're pushing up against that tree line here, but I think this could push us through and, retest the highs and then potentially get us up to that 1272 extension, which is $281. And so a lot of people were just asking today, it's like, well, is this one that we could still get in? I think so. I mean, it's not, this position that we have is 24 days out. We bought the calls at 9:30. They're $10.70. Put credit spread, 285. Now it's at 2. So we've got some nice profits here. But we're at a point where it's kind of like, just think of the pressure building up on this. It's like pushing against that wall. And then, if it can get through it with those squeezes, boom, it can really have a good day. So this is one where I'm actually looking to add more. You'll notice with the 24 days out, I'm not as concerned about theta decay. Okay, if this was like 3 days out, I'd want to do it as a call debit spread. But I'm willing to give this a couple more days as a straight call. And then if we can get some more prices out of it, potentially leg it into a debit spread. But irregardless, 281, that's a healthy move if we can get there. And then the other trade I continue to like here is IRBT. Now this is one where we just got this nice consolidation. We've got a squeeze, and this has high short interest. Okay, and I like these kind of lower volume stocks. I mean, it's not super low volume. It's just, it's not Apple, right? When you get a short squeeze and they start to panic, when you're making new 52-week highs, as this stock is now, things can get interesting. So I do like March calls on this, both in and out of the money, looking for continued upside. Okay. For tomorrow, going back to Tesla, I would love to try to buy pullbacks on Tesla. The question is, this thing is just in such a short squeeze here. Closed high, still moving a little bit higher after hours, but gosh, if we get even pulling back to 252, I would dip my toe in the water again. Now, a lot of people are asking today, it's like, should we be shorting this? You're playing with fire. Remember, it's all about risk control, and people get scared about, oh my God, we're chasing this. Well, when we got into this here, it looked like we were chasing it, right? But this is what a short squeeze looks like, and you never want to try to superimpose what you think a market's going to do. Price is price; it's going to do what it's going to do. So the whole thing about here is just like, oh my gosh, if we buy it here, it's too high. Well, okay. You can use smaller positions, sell put credit spreads, et cetera, so you can play it smart. But in this case, if it gaps up tomorrow, there's nothing I can really do with it. I'm certainly not going to be shorting this thing. My plan for tomorrow is if we can get a pullback, I'll take another stab at it. All right. So that's what I got. See you guys in the room tomorrow, and have a good one.